It's me, and today, if you read the title, then you know what this video is about. It is about Talky Crissy How To. I have a lot of people asking me about how they would open up their Talky Crissy and clean the voice box. I just recently myself, about 2 nights ago, figured out how to get the Talky Crissy voice box opened up without everything flying out everywhere, so I can clean that little record belt in there. So yeah, and all I needed was 2 tiny little rubber bands. And I totally forgot my Q-tips and my cleaning alcohol. So I'm going to go grab those, go on a little adventure before we open up and clean the Talky Crissy. Okay, here's my alcohol. And here is the Q-tips. Okay. So, basically, now that I'm getting more of a handle on this, it's a little easier. However, it's not like the complete easiest thing to do in the world. Talky Velvet is definitely much more, definitely much easier to fix. So, okay. Let's just hope this can stand up by itself, please and thank you. Okay, so, I do have one here, obviously, that is already all opened up and whatnot, and that's the inside of the Talky Crissy voice box. Give a little pull of the string. So if you can see, down here, right there is where the needle goes, and then it comes up and sits about right here. And then this little piece right here, there's a little peg-like thing that comes off the needle, and it goes into here. And when you pull the string, see how that kind of spins? It moves the needle back and forth, and then wherever it stops and lands is the sentence that she says. Because her belt, her needle doesn't move like from left to right or right to left or whatever. It's literally, it just stays in one spot. And the sentences, they're recorded going up and down and not like on an angle. So when her record plays, her needle just stays in one spot and doesn't move. I figured that out. But yeah, so when this moves, it moves that needle back and forth like that. And then wherever it stops is where the needle stops, and that's the sentence that she says, whatever she's on. I also noticed that I thought this was just one, her record belt was just one big belt that looped around the entire thing, kind of like a treadmill or something. But no, it's hooked in onto this piece over here, and it's hooked in onto this piece over here. So, oops, over here. So you can see it's like darker. This piece looks darker up here than it does down here. Well, watch. See how the top is now lighter and the bottom is darker. And that's because it's wrapped around and not just, you know, it's not one big looped around, you know. But yeah, so that is the inside of the Talky Crissy voice box. The governor speed control is over here. This one talks a little fast. I'm not sure how to fix that. But yeah, if you saw that, when you let go of the string, this little piece right here pops up, and then it pushes the needle up onto the speaker. See if I can show you. See how that piece popped up? It pushes the needle up onto the speaker. So then you can hear her voice. So yeah, there's one. And I know I saw some comments come in. Hello. Yes, very odd design indeed. Right where you need. Yes, yes. Because if you look over here on this side, this is a separate piece, and this will pop out and pops up, and then same with this over here. This side pops up, and that's where the middle spring is, because it's kind of like spring loaded. So that's where those sit, and those want to pop up. And then this whole side over here, from here to here, is all one big piece, and this whole piece pops up. So whenever you go to first open this, you need like 3 hands, I swear, because these 2 pieces want to pop up, and then this piece over here wants to pop up and out. And if you're not careful, it can get away from you and everything will fly out. And then, like me, if you're unexperienced in the insides of a Talky Crissy voice box, you're kind of screwed. And you have a Talky Crissy that doesn't work anymore. But yeah, so I figured out 2 rubber bands, because there's these 2 on this side. These 2 pieces on this side that pop up and out. And then this whole piece over here. So just take 2 rubber bands, put them over top, and hold literally everything in. And then you can just pull the string and clean a record. But yeah, so with that, I am going to show you on my first ever Talky Crissy, because her record, the first time I opened it up, was very orange and dirty and just gross and nasty. This one wasn't in too bad of shape. It was pretty orange, the Q-tips, but it wasn't in bad shape. This one was pretty clean. But yeah, so there's that, and then I'll show you guys how to take apart the doll itself. Oops. My phone is on the charger and doesn't like to stand up on its own. Would you be able to leave the bands in when you reassemble her? No. Because where the needle sits right here, and this goes right over top of the record, and the needle sits up higher. So with the bands on there, over top of the needle, it literally just pushes the needle down into the grooves of the record. And then, like I showed you when, oops, see if I can get this to stand up straight again, please. Stay. Now, you're gonna be difficult, aren't you? Of course you are. You're gonna be so difficult. Okay. So when the band is over here on top of the needle, you pull, and that little peg goes in here, like that. I'll flip it around this way. So the peg goes in here, and you know how that moves when you pull the string. See how that moves? Well, when you pull the string, it moves the needle back and forth. So if this band is over top of that, it's holding that needle down with a lot of pressure onto the record. So all it's going to do is just go back and forth and scratch the absolute ever-loving hell out of that record, and you'll have a Talky Crissy with some very scratched up, skippy sentences. So when you go to put her back together, I'll show you how to do it the best I can on here. I might have to put my phone like somewhere up here so it's like an over top view. But yeah, so you don't want to put her back together with the bands on, because that would be no bueno. Plus the fact that the top of the speaker wouldn't sit on there right because of the rubber bands. So the answer to that is no, you would not be able to leave these rubber bands on when you reassemble her. Because I did try to do that the other night, and it did not work out whatsoever. Okay, so the Talky Crissy. Here's your doll, the Talky Crissy. So if she has any clothes on, you're going to want to remove them. And like I said, this is my first ever Talky Crissy that I've gotten. I got her quite a few years ago from a friend, and she's had some work done. Some of her paint was scratched off on her lip, so I repainted her lower lip, and now it's lighter than her upper lip. She's also missing her ponytail, but she does talk. She did not talk very well when I first got her. She was very slow, mumbled, and she sounded like a dead zombie. But somehow, I'm not sure how, but I did open her up and I fixed her. And you can see her string goes in rather fast. I love that sentence. When she says, "I got a secret, Velvet talks too." But yeah, so she does talk. She is very, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very mumbled and kind of staticky. And that's because of all the dirt and the rust that is on her record that I wasn't able to get off because I never was smart enough to figure out that 2 rubber bands would work perfectly. So I have my rubber bands. Speaking of, I need to get out the ones that I need real quick. The 2, and I use, this is like an assorted size, but I use the smallest ones in the bag. So there are my 2 rubber bands. And you only need 2, one for the top, one for the bottom. Okay, now we're going to take our Phillips screwdriver, and there are 4 screws that you need to remove. But first of all, you need to remove her knob. And I found that Talky Crissys usually have a fairly easy pin to get out. So it doesn't take more than 2 seconds to get this thing out. So there, now her knob is removed. And then now you can start removing these screws. I'm going to scoot over a little bit so I don't have to move my phone, because my phone doesn't like to stay up. Okay. There's one. I need to figure out how to edit my videos so I can, like, fast forward through all this crap. There's 2. And then her arms and her neck cone are separate from her body. I know Crissys usually have the neck cone that is attached to her body, but with Talky Crissy, her neck cone is not attached to her body. So I find it easier to work with if you take her head off first. And this one has a split in her neck, so it's easy to take her head off. Because I couldn't get it back on when I first tried, so I just cut the back of her neck. I know it's not the smartest thing to do, but, you know. Okay, so then you have your 4 screws out, and you can see how her neck cone is kind of like that. It's not broken or anything like that. It's just when you open it up, it'll come out, and it looks like this. And that is what her neck cone looks like, because it is separate from her body. So then you will open her up, and then here comes one arm, and here comes the other arm. And what's weird about this doll is that her arms and her neck cone are not attached, but her legs are. So her legs are attached to her body. But yeah, so there is her front half. And then here is the back half with her mechanism and everything in there. This one has a few cracks in a few different places. So, yeah. See, she's much louder without being in her body. And she's actually kind of sounds like the right speed. She might be a little faster because one of these screws snapped. Well, not screws, but the plastic snapped. And now she has that little gap right there. So that might be why she's a little fast, but I don't know. Okay, so then you have 4 screws up here. There's 2 up there and 2 down there that you have to remove. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. And I have my 2 rubber bands ready. This is, you're going to have to pay real close attention because this is where you need like 3 hands. Okay. So I'm going to first take these screws out. And I found when I got hers, some of these are very, not dry rotted, but the plastic in there is worn down. So the screws just, you can kind of just pull them out on some of them. That one's broken. And I believe that one as well is broken. Can't remember. See, like this one, you turn it and you turn it and you turn it and it's not going anywhere. It's not coming out. And then if you go to tighten it, you turn it, you turn it, you turn it, it's not getting any tighter. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that one's broken. Okay, so I'm gonna try and stay. I'm gonna flip this around and it might be upside down, so I apologize. Read these comments real quick. Do you think you'll ever be able to figure out how to put your original Talky Crissy box back together? I don't know. Technically, that one, I was too scared to take this one apart, so the one that I did take apart was my second Talky Crissy ever. And she's the one who had the insides that sprung out, and I think I still have them somewhere in a plastic bag, all the parts and pieces. So I don't know. I'm not for sure, but I mean, I wouldn't mind trying if I had the motivation and patience for it. That's what I did with my first Crissy when I was little. I pulled her head off to see what her neck articulation looked like, and then I couldn't get her head back on without cutting something. Yep. Yep. Okay, so flip this around. And I hope y'all can see this. If not, I apologize. I'm not sure what I could do about it. I don't think there's really much I could do about it, but I know it's upside down and it's probably backwards, but I'm gonna do my best. Put this back over here so y'all can see a little better. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I'm gonna get my 2 rubber bands and just wrap them around my fingers like that. Okay, now with your thumb, you're gonna wanna hold these 2 pieces in, and then this side, you're gonna wanna use your other 4 fingers to hold this in. Depending on how you hold it, it's gonna wanna push itself up and out. You're just gonna have to try your best not to let that happen. Okay. Nope, there it's already trying. Okay, and here is her inside. This one is very, there it goes. Okay, so this is already, okay, so I'm gonna start, you can see where a needle is. I'm gonna start by slowly taking that out, and then get these off of there. And then take it around my finger, wrap it around twice like that. And then take it, stretch it. Make sure everything is in place before you go to put this on. Shit. This is what's so complicated about these, is because everything wants to try and pop out at once. And that is no bueno. Okay. So I'm going to take it, put it around there like that, stretch it up and over the butterfly string like that. And that went farther down than I wanted. Okay, so that there, that there. This can come down. This side over here can come down. Okay, and like that. And now see, this side is wanting to pop up and out. And that is no bueno. So I'm going to hold that piece down. And then this side, you see over here, this side's all popping out. So I'm just going to take that and put that down where that belongs. And I can already, I didn't notice it before, but I see a lot of hair stuck down in here. And same thing, you're just going to take your rubber band, wrap it around twice, well, one time I guess, so that it's doubled, and then take it and try to wrap it around here. I know this one's not going to want to work very well because everything's wanting to pop out of place here. Okay, there's one. It's stuck in there. There we go. Okay. No, this rubber band is too tight. It's squishing everything in, which is not what I want. So I need a looser rubber band. Maybe this one? No, this one might be too big. But who knows? No, that one should be fine. Okay, so I need to take this one off and try a different one, because it's literally just squishing everything inside, and that's not what you want. So take this, put it down over here like that. Bam. Okay. Now you have your voice box, which looks like this, and you can see all that orange in there. It's very dirty and grimy, and there's a lot of hair stuck in here. So I'm gonna pull the string to see if she still works right. I hope she does, which she does, thankfully. So what we can do now, this record is very, very, very dirty. And there's a lot of black on her gears. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take some, here, I'll show you real quick actually. Slider needle. But what I was talking about, that little peg, I don't know if you can see it, but this little peg right here slides into this slot here, which spins. And then I'll try my best here to show you. Okay, so I'm gonna have to lift this up when I pull the string. Okay, and that landed there. So now, you see how her needle didn't move? I don't know if y'all heard that, but she said, make my hair long. And then I'll do it again. I know it's probably hard to see, sorry. So now it's on this side, but watch, her needle doesn't move. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was set my hair, please. So you can see her needle doesn't go back and forth like a normal record, you know, from one side to the other. It stays straight up and down in one spot and doesn't move. But yeah, so I'm gonna take that off, and then we're gonna get to cleaning her record. Sorry guys, I don't know how well this lighting is here. I know the lighting is probably terrible, but you can probably see all that dirt and dust down in there. Oh yeah, all those rust spots right there. It's from this wheel underneath, because it's very, very rusty. So yeah. Okay, now we can start cleaning her record. So take our Q-tips, and since her record doesn't go left to right, we're gonna have to start at one side, then go to the middle, and then go to the other side, and then do the same thing when we dry it. So I have my 91% isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, which is what I use to clean records. And I noticed that the 100% acetone nail polish works on these record belts as well. But I only did it once, and that was on this one, the cleaner one. And I decided not to do that again because I didn't know what kind of effect it had on the doll or on the belt. So, okay, so we have our record. I'm going to turn this off and get this out of the way because this is really in my way. So is her head. Okay. So we're going to pull the string. Oh no. And then hold it down. Well, I'll try to hold it down while I find my Q-tip. And then set the Q-tip on the record. I like to do it back here where it's stable and it's not going to like lift up or anything. Bam. And then you just do that over and over and over and over and over until you have a clean record. And now we're going to go over a little bit, get the next section. Yeah, that's very dirty. And there's also a hair in there. And go on to the next piece, which is the end. Yeah, that is a very, very dirty, dirty record. Very dirty. And they're just going to do the same thing with the opposite side, which is just drying it. Oh no, my rubber band is off. There we go. So this one is, I actually might not do this one anymore because it looks very, very dull now. Like maybe it melted it? Or not melted it, but I don't know, but you can see all the dirt I got off. So I'm going to stick the needle on there, and hopefully I can still hear her talking. because I did this with the other two and it worked fine. I think that was I Love You. That was I Like to Dress Up. I have no idea what that was. Well, hold on. We have problems. There we go. Oh, okay. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was Velvet Talks 2. So I can still hear her pretty good. So I'm just gonna keep going with it, because it worked fine on my other ones. This one, this needle is picking up a lot of extra hair and dirt though that it wasn't before. So I'm just gonna keep rolling with it and hope that it doesn't completely fry this record. Well, belt, I guess you could say. So, alright. Alrighty, let's try this again. Yeah, it's not really coming off dirty, but it's not coming off clean either. Yeah, that's pretty dirty. And now this part underneath here is also very, very, very dirty. Maybe if I took like some sandpaper or something. Yeah, that piece underneath there that pushes the belt up. It's very dirty. So, but still, I can't see much of any shine on that belt. Not like I can on this one. Like this one has a whole lot of shine on it. And this one is just very, very dull. But I'd use the same procedure on both boxes. So, I'm not sure. Not sure. But I mean, I can still hear her talking, so that is good. Alright, so I'm gonna try and clean this needle real quick. Maybe that might help a little bit. Clean that record, or needle. Okay. Oh, hey, I see a little bit of a shine now. But nothing like the other one. Alright, let's try this again. And that was Please Dry My Hair. And with that, I'm gonna stop because it definitely wasn't as loud as it should be. So I think with this one, it might be ruining a record and not helping it like it did with the other ones. But I don't know why it would be. But yeah, okay, so like I said, your thumb goes over these two. And then the other hand, or the rest of your finger just goes over there. And hopefully nothing all springs out on me, even though this piece is trying to, and that piece is trying to. Oh, that rubber band broke. Oh, nice. Okay, now put our needle back on, like that. And take this, set that down in there like that. Hold that down. And take this, set it over top like that. Let's see how she sounds, shall we? I think she's still loud and clear. But it still sounds very faded and garbled. But, oh well. I'm just going to leave it the way it is because she talks and that's fine with me. I literally just pushed that screw back into place. Probably going to be the same with this one. Yep. So I might need some kind of tape or something to hold all that in place. But yeah, so that is the Crissy Talk box. And I'll do some more cleaning to this one because I know it hasn't damaged that one. See how dirty this one is since yesterday. Alrighty. Yeah, this one is a lot faster than the other one is. But this one, see, is really not that dirty. So, which is very, very good. Yeah, this one's really not dirty at all. Not compared to like these ones or anything like that. That one is filthy. This one really isn't. I'm kind of excited. And her belt is very nice and shiny now. Very nice and shiny. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Alright, so let's take a little adventure because all the other stuff is over there. There's her voice box. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. And I'm going to flip this around. Hello. Alright, I'm going to need my voice box and my screwdriver, and that should be it. So, travel into the bathroom where her needle is. And actually, the other half of her speaker is over here. Should be. Yes. Alright, so. Hello, all viewers. Sorry I haven't seen your comments, if there was any. Yeah, patience is definitely a thing when it comes to dolls like this. Okay, so set that there. Gotta remember where I put her screws. I have no idea. Whoops, low percent battery. Okay, so, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take all this and this and this back over to my workstation. Because why do it in the bathroom when you can do it over there? Okay, let me find her screws. 1 and 2. There's 1. Nope, just kidding, they're all right here. Not over there. There's 3 little screws. I need a 4th. There you are. Nope, that's not you. That's you. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alrighty. Now, put these screws down here. And put this phone back up here and flip it around. Needle, voice box, and that. And my charger, which must be plugged in, because my phone is dying. Okay, stay. Alright. Alrighty, now we can continue what we were doing. Alright, so I got her needle. I already cleaned it last night. So, just make sure everything is still in place here. Which everything looks to be in order. Alright. Take this one off. Alright, now we'll take this one off. It's already trying to slide out on me. Oh damn, are you serious? There we go. Alright. That stays there. That stays there. Please, for the love of God, stay there. Move that up a little bit. Alright, now. You did. Wipe that speaker off there. Get all that dirt off of there. And set this right back onto there, like that. That's still in place, still in place. Cool beans. Okay, now we just take our screws and put them back in. And these ones aren't broken and frayed like the other one, so these ones will stay nice and tight. Or not. This one's not. I know some of these do, hopefully. Nope. So all these are probably just gonna pop out eventually. Which means this one's probably gonna need tape too. But I have no idea how I would tape this unless it all goes over the speaker. Which would quiet her, not louden her. Oh, that one gets tighter. Yay! And now this one. Yay, that one gets tighter. So, moment of truth, let's see how she sounds. This one's a little faster. So yeah, there is the Talky Crissy voice box 1 and 2. You can tell this one is probably around the normal speed it should be. And then this one is very much faster. Yeah, that's kind of funny. They just said the same thing. So you can really tell the difference there. So I'm not sure if maybe in the governor, the felt that goes around the sides is still intact or if it's worn out on this one. I'm not sure. But this one here is also a little bit faster. She was the one that had, I opened her up for the first time and she actually, her record belt was black. And that threw me off. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. So I wasn't sure if I could use the 100% acetone on her or not. But yeah, so that's her. I love that sentence. But yeah, so oh, but yeah, so that is about it for that video. I just wanted to do a little how-to Crissy style, because I've been getting a lot of questions about that, like how to repair Talky Crissy. She has a broken string. I don't know how to do that because none of my Crissys have a broken string, so sorry. And even if they did, I don't think I would have the balls to do it, because everything wants to spring out and go everywhere, and it's a whole mess that I don't really need another of. So I figured I'd just come on here, show you guys how to take her apart, inspect everything, clean her record, and you know, stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's about it for this video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to comment, rate, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I go so you know when I go live, when I do awesome videos like these. I've gotten a lot of videos of, or a lot of videos. My brain is obviously wore out. I've gotten a lot of questions about Talky Velvet too. And I do have a few of her. So probably next video I will show you how to do that. And you know, all that good stuff. So yeah. Don't forget to comment, rate, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed and hope it helps. And yeah, hope y'all have a dollarific day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.